Hello and welcome to episode 53. My name's Julie from So Unique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. I am most active on Instagram. I do have Facebook, but I tend not to use it very much. I have a shop page for my business, and that's a personal page which I don't really use. I have a website. Like I say, all the links will be down below where you can find me. Well, welcome. Hasn't the weather changed again? We're in for a heat wave, I think, this week. Temperatures are already starting to rise. I haven't got a clue what the temperature is though today, but I'm hiding away inside today. I've been busy sewing and doing little jobs and things like that, so I don't actually have to go out until tomorrow when I go back to work, which is nice. So I've got a nice cold Diet Coke in my Christmas glass. That's the only glass I could find in the cupboard. They've all pinched the glasses, so I'm on Christmas glasses. Never mind. And it's got some penguin ice cubes in. Well, it did have. They've disappeared, so that tells you how warm it is. Well, I hope everybody's had a lovely week. I hope you've managed to get some crafting done this week. I know I feel like that's all I've been doing this week is sewing. Mainly hand sewing, but yeah, I've been sewing away. So yes, I'm just going to have a quick drink and then we'll get started. That's lovely. I've had to change position with the camera this week because, as you can see, just here is my tripod that I use, and it's there ready to do some overhead filming. So I thought I'd better use my little one. So I hope this sort of glare is not too bad. The blind's down over the window. It's not as if the sun's shining through it or anything, so I hope it's okay, but it's only for this week. I think what I'm going to start with this week is what have I bought this week, and it's a few bits. So I will put some video snips in of what I've bought. I'm going to put some music on so obviously you can't hear the rustling of the packages. I just thought that would make a change this week. But before I do that, I am going to show you one thing. Now, I apologise, I'm rustling. But this is one thing that's actually just turned up, because my other things turned up a few days ago, and I thought I'd better film them now because I actually need to use them. So I couldn't wait till this week. So my MDF mugs have turned up. I have 5 of these. So this is all ready for my gingerbread make that I'm going to do. So yeah, so it's a good size. It's about 200 mil. It's thin. It's just the same as the mason jar, and I got them off eBay. And if you're interested in and you think like this, all you search is MDF mugs, and if they've got any online, they will just pop up. And I think there was only one seller that actually had some of these, so that wasn't bad. So that is for a project which I'll talk about a little bit later on. So I hope you enjoy looking at the video clips of the new purchases this week. Well, that was a nice lot of purchases this week, wasn't it? So you can see why I sort of had to film that separately. So what I'm going to do now is the next clip you'll see is me putting my kits together ready for my cross stitch for this week. Well, that was fun, winding all those bobbins and things. Now, the cross stitch kits that I showed you, I think there's 2 there. I sort of got them all kitted up ready because I wanted to actually make a start on them this week, which I have done. Now, the Bramble Bear that I got from Cool Crafting. Now, I had seen that online and I thought, oh, that looks nice. I thought, oh, you couldn't really see what the fabric was like. Now, I knew it was like a boucle, but I thought, I'm not sure about this, wonder what it's like. But the bear looked absolutely lovely. And I think I made a comment on, it's one of my customers who'd got one and made one, and she came in a few weeks to buy some fabric, some William Morris fabric, to make a pair of, I think they were like artist dungarees. And the other day she brought the bear in to show me, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you've ever done the Flora bunny from Cool Crafting, that's the big bunny, so you stitch that on the sewing machine, and Bramble Bear is the same. And it was, like I say, it was absolutely beautiful, and the dungarees looked amazing on it. So so I said, oh my word, I'm going to have to order one of these. I said I had seen it, but you know, seeing it in real life was even better, so I knew I had to go and order one. So she apologised for making me order one. I said, no, don't worry about that. I said I'd seen the pictures before, and it was like, well, I'd rather see it in the flesh before I buy, because I wasn't sure sort of how big it was. So I went on the Cool Crafting website, didn't I? And I bought the Bramble Bear. I bought, I think it's Eric the Polar Bear, because I did read it said you needed that pattern as well. And I bought the dungarees. So that is going to be something that I'm going to start making after my holidays. So that's going to be, well, end of August at least before I get started. I think maybe the beginning of September. But I'm still going to keep the name Bramble, because obviously we've got a cat called Bramble, but my bear is going to be a girl. So I thought I might make some dungarees in some autumn fabric, because I have got some beautiful autumn fabrics in. So that is my plan. So obviously I will share the making, or bits of the making, because I can't show you everything because it's a paid for pattern. But yes, I'll share that with you, so I can't wait now to get started. And all the bits are still sat over there by my sewing machine waiting for me to get started, but like I say, I'm not even looking at it. But the boucle fabric is gorgeous, it really is. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. Well, after I've finished making the 2 cross stitch projects that I've got on the go, the pumpkin one and the gingerbread man, the next project that I'm going to do now, I probably shared this with you last year, and some of you will probably remember it. It's Quaker Pumpkins cross stitch pattern, All Hallows Eve. That is the next one I am going to start off with. Oops, that's papers. Now I've already got 5 shades ready for this pattern, and I wish I'd have thought about this before I ordered my other threads, because I need 2 more shades, don't I? And yeah, I could have ordered them at the same time. So I'm going to have to see what I've got, if I can sort of, if I've got anything in my new stash that I can put with this. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So that is one I'm going to start. Now, whether I get that done for autumn, I don't know, or for October I should say, really, because it's basically pumpkins, isn't it? So we shall see. But I've got my fabric, and like I say, I've got 5 lots of threads, so that is one I am going to be making. So yes. Well, I've just changed position slightly because I've been editing this video as I've been going along today, and yes, I can see it sort of flares a little bit here, and I do apologise for that, but I have moved it around a little bit, so I hope it's not too annoying. But next time I do my filming, we'll be back to the normal setup. Anyhow, I thought I'd start this a little bit off now with my Bird and Blend tea for this month, because I only got my packet of teas a couple of days ago, so Obviously you've seen the unpacking, and I've got one for today, one for next week's vlog, and then one for the last vlog of the month. So that's going to work out quite nicely this month. So at least I thought I'd share that with you. Then at least I get to drink my teas. Otherwise I just forget about them, which they're there to be drunk, not for me to forget. So today's tea is birthday cake. Now there's a lot of ingredients on here I can't even pronounce, so I'm not going to read them out. But basically it's a vanilla sponge, notes of sweet icing, and cake sprinkles. And I have to say, it smells amazing. It really does. And it does smell, sorry for the rustling, and it does smell of cake. It really does. Now I don't know if you can see in there that little yellow thing, that is a sprinkle that you would have on your cake. And there are some little purple flowers in there. I'm not sure what that is. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, it's a mallow flower. And you've got vanilla in there, vanilla pieces, coconut, potato starch, lots of things. But like I say, it smells amazing. It really does. I cannot believe the smell. It smells sweet, it smells of cake, it smells of icing. It's definitely birthday cake. And we'll see what it tastes like. So I've got milk in mine. I don't know if you can see that. I did taste it without the milk. It tastes fine, but it's not for me. I prefer milk in mine. Still smells nice. Yeah, there's still a taste of cake there, and it's very pleasant to drink. So I'm looking forward to this, even though it's quite hot. And by the time I finish drinking, I think I'll need a fan. Right, well that's nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about what I've been making this week. Now yes, I have been doing cross stitch. I've been working on three projects I should say, and I've been doing some machine sewing. So I think, oh, I've lost it now. I know I said I'd talk about this mug in a bit, but I can only say so much about it really. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this. I've got a bit of fabric here which I'm going to use. So this is the new gingerbread fabric that I've got in. So this is a nice red, and you've got all your sort of drinks and things, Christmassy drinks and things like that on it. So I'm going to cover this with this fabric. But obviously I've not done that yet because it's going to take time to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this done and get it finished and share it with you next week, because I haven't got time today to actually get all this done. So what I think I'm going to do is, you'll see my cross stitch in a few minutes. So I need to sort of make that a size that's going to fit on here, and probably layer that up, but I'll talk about that in a second. So I'm going to obviously stick that on there with my glue, my Mod Podge glue that's for fabric like I did before. And I have got, I think they're glass candy canes. Now I didn't know whether to stick one of them on at the back, but you know, that'll happen nearer Christmas because everything's up in the loft, unless I can get something in the shops when the Christmas decorations come out. So we'll have to see. So this one's sort of going to be a bit of an ongoing project, I think. But then I was hoping to, what I wanted was like to put marshmallows on, and I'm not really sure how to do that at the minute. Now I did say to Adele about it, what does she think? And marshmallow, she said use pom-poms and just stick pom-poms on, which I thought, yeah, I could try that. Anything's worth a try, isn't it, really? Just to give the effect of a nice Christmassy drink with a candy cane in it and some marshmallows. So you'll have to watch this space, see what I can get done for next week's vlog. Like I say, I will get the fabric stuck on and the cross stitch will be on. As for the other bit of decoration, like the candy cane. I haven't got access to my candy canes at the minute, and it's too much. It'll be too much hassle to send somebody up the loft to find a candy cane. So I will wait until, like I say, until they come out in the shop. But I'm looking forward to doing this because I like sticking fabric on MDF now. Now it works. It's great fun. So that is that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put you on pause for a second and find the cross stitches. Right, well, first one is the gingerbread man, and I've actually finished him. I haven't got him laid up or anything yet, but that's the gingerbread man, and I've put a border around it because when I was stitching I'm thinking, oh my goodness me, this is going to be too small. But I think once he's laid up on some, I don't know, some other colour fabric, he will be fine. So that was a lovely stitch. It actually didn't take me long to do. And last night I got the border on. So this is a job for next week to sort of get this finished off. So yeah, well, that was a free pattern. If you just search for gingerbread man free pattern, it'll come up with a selection and you just can pick on and hopefully download excuse me, a free pattern, because like I say, it was very good. Excuse me, dry throat, too much talking. So that's one. So like I say, that was a finish for this week, so I'm really pleased at that. Alright, I'll just put you on pause again while I get the next project out. And this is the Sew by Row by Laurie Holt. Now I've managed to get all the grey lines in, and I finished off the irons on this row. I think I've got 2 irons and one of these cords. I finished off the bobbins, and I'm just making a start on the stacks of fabric. That's it. I keep wanting to say presents, but it's stacks of fabric. So that's what I've been doing while I was waiting for my new threads to arrive. So this is going to go back in the bag now. It's going away for a while, and it will come out again when I've finished obviously my new projects. So I've really enjoyed doing this, but like I say, it's got to go away again now because I need my seasonal projects doing. Otherwise I'm going to be all out of sync, aren't I? So I'll just put you on pause a minute. And this design is the pumpkin one from Tracy Campbell Designs on Etsy, and she's on Instagram, and she has some lovely patterns, downloadable patterns on Etsy. Now I only started this last night, and basically I've just done the border. If you can hear that noise, it's Charlie scratching at my door. But I'm not going to let him in, he's not allowed in here. So that's as far as I've got. Now last night I was sat stitching away. Kevin and Adele had gone down to her studio because they were taking the sink unit out. We managed to sort out how to turn the water off. Now she's not been down there for a fortnight. And we did ask the landlord about the water and everything, and he was going to get somebody in, but a fortnight's gone by, nothing's happened, so we've done it ourselves. So the sink is all ready to be moved. So he's going to have to find somebody to move that sink out because it's quite heavy. So while they were down doing that, I was stitching this. Now I've got YouTube on and I was listening to anything really. Just you know, a bit of noise just to keep me company like. And I stitched, what did I do? I stitched that bottom piece fine. I stitched all the way up there, then realised I'd set off wrong down there, so I had to take all that out. Then I stitched that, started down here, and it wasn't working out right, so I had to take all that out. So I managed to get that stitched again, stitched all the way down there, and I think I just finished this bit off today. Then I put all these other pieces in today with no mistakes. So I think last night I was getting tired because I reckon it was gone 1 o'clock when they came in. And I'm in bed earlier these days. I find by the time I get to midnight, I need my bed and that's it. It's like my body clock's changed, whereas before, for years, I couldn't sleep properly or anything. Now I'm the other way around. You know, I need to go to bed, which I'm not complaining at. At least I get to bed at a decent time. So that's what I've been working on. So as you can see from the pattern, it does say Thanksgiving on. Now I'm either going to put autumn on or pumpkins on or something like that, which I'm going to leave that bit till last. If I can't decide what I want to do, I might just put these on this side, maybe put pumpkins and then put this pattern at this side. It's going to be something like that, but the lettering will go on last because I'll have to work all that out. But I'm really loving this. It's a great stitch, and like I say, she's got plenty of lovely designs. She's got quite a few Christmas ones on there, which I would really like, but I know if I buy them, I'm not going to get them done this year, so I'm not buying. I will wait until I've finished what I'm doing, then I will go shopping again. Now whether I'll get any done for next week's vlog, I don't know, but we will see. Have I got anything else? Just let me have a check in my bag. Well, that's all the cross stitch I've got for this week, so we'll get on to the next thing. And if you watch the July vlogs, you will have seen some of the Christmas panels that I have got in at the shop. Well, I've been stitching on the Peter Rabbit Advent Calendar. Now, I just did a little bit at a time over a few nights until I finished it. And I finished it off yesterday. So I can... I'm just going to have a drink of tea. I've got a really dry throat today. So, all the instructions are on the calendar itself, but I have varied mine. So that's the calendar. Now, what I've decided to do, I haven't stitched this on yet, is I'm going to put a Pom Pom Trim on there. So I've picked the red because that's the best colour that I've got at home. So I will stitch that on the machine another time because, like I said, I just haven't got time at the minute. But I think that just finishes it off. And on the back, I've got the Christmas Peter Rabbit, and I've got a channel here to put my dowel in. And then you're supposed to, the dowel's supposed to stick out at either end here, and you're supposed to tie a cord or some jute or something around it and hang it up on the wall. Now, like I said, I have sort of varied this. Now, these pockets, what you're meant to do is fold under 1/4 of an inch, press it, stitch across the top of each one, then stitch around 3 sides when you put it on your panel, which is fair enough. But I want like my pockets to have a little bit of body in. And what I did was I put a piece of white fabric on and stitched it round 3.5 sides and left an opening at the bottom for turning. So they all came out the right size to fit on the panel. So they all got pressed, and then I didn't hand stitch the bottoms up as I would do normally. I just put a narrow stitch right up to the edge to seal the opening there, and they've all worked out really well. So there's a pocket in each one. It's all done. I mean, it's a nice size. It's not too big, it's not too small. So what I thought I might do is actually fill this with some nice little gifts and do myself a little advent calendar for this year. Probably get a dowel to wrap them up for me and pop them in different, in different pockets, so I don't know what's in what, and have that for December. I thought that would be nice. I'm just gonna have to have another drink. I'll not be a second. But what I did think was if say you were giving this to a friend or a grandchild or anybody, you could fill it up with little goodies and they could have like an early Christmas present, couldn't they? Or wouldn't it be nice to have like an advent calendar swap where you made an advent calendar up and you filled it with 24 little presents? That would be lovely. I think I'd quite like to do that myself, actually. But yeah, I would be thrilled to actually make an advent calendar and receive one myself. I think that's a brilliant idea. So you could do lots of things with it, really, and at least it's something that whoever receives it is going to bring it out each year, and then they'll think of whoever gave it to them, and all the nice little presents that I got inside, because you could get little tiny balls of wool in there for knitters or crochet people, apart from sweets, and you could put stitch markers in, scissors in, reels of thread in, small amounts of fabric, so that would do for a sewer as well. So yes, I think that's a nice idea. I like that. So you have to watch this space and see if I actually manage to get it done. But I do like the bit of trim on the bottom. I think it just sort of finishes it off. So yeah. So I might do another one at some point. I might not. It just depends. Like I said, it just depends what I've got to do. Right. Well, I think I'm probably going to call it a day today on this vlog. So this will go up on Wednesday. At one time today, but I am going away on this Friday. We are going to Norfolk, and we've got 4 nights down there. Then we are not quite going along the coast road, but we are going back up towards sort of Skegness, Mablethorpe area, and we're stopping overnight with my daughter-in-law and my son and the grandchildren, and then we'll bring in Milo back on the Wednesday. So my shop will be shut for a few days, and my Etsy shop will be shut as well, but the website will be open. Adele's in charge of packing orders like she always is, which, you know, she doesn't mind doing, and I would do it for her as well when she goes away. So yeah, so I think the vlog for next week, it might be a little bit short, I think, because basically I've got 2 days. I've got Wednesday and Thursday to actually film what I can and get it uploaded and onto YouTube Friday morning before I actually go away. So if nothing appears on next Wednesday, you'll know I didn't have time. Oh dear me. Because I know full well if I take my computer, the internet will not be good enough to upload to YouTube. It never is. I can never upload anything when I'm away. So all being well, fingers crossed, there will be a short vlog up next week, and then the one after that will be a holiday vlog. So I will try and film sort of each day for that and put it on, you know. But like I say, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I just don't know how much time I'm going to have. So I just want to say thank you for joining me this week, and I hope everybody manages to get through this heat wave this week, and you stay safe and well. And yeah, I will see you all again hopefully next week. So bye for now.